Well, hello again. So today is a video all about Rush, one of the best bands of all time in my estimation, for sure. Uh, one of Canada's greatest bands ever, and been a fan of Rush for since I was a young fella. Me and my brother were really into them, and like so many people. And before I get going on this, like and subscribe for me, and that would be appreciated because I'm doing these videos and having fun with it, and it's really a thrill to see that, oh, your number's going up. A reason to keep doing them. So that's cool. So this video is going to be a mix of, I'm going to kind of show you my favorite Rush records, and also all of my Rush paraphernalia that I've accumulated over the years, and it's taken years of collecting to get here. Now, I will say that I happen to know that there's a large collection of people that are huge, massive Rush people and have been to so many shows and have a wide collection of Rush memorabilia. So, I'm small change as a Rush fan compared to many people, but I do have a pretty cool collection and I'm happy to have it. I haven't really added to my Rush collection in the last recent years, couple of years, because, I've collected so much stuff that I have, and I'm happy with what I have. This is a shirt that obviously I got, a tour shirt. So also many Rush fans have been to dozens, hundreds even of Rush shows, because Rush played a long time, of course. And I can't say that. I've only been to 3 Rush shows, but they were, even though that's nothing compared to what a lot of Rush fans go to, they were all real good and important shows. I went to see Rush back at Maple Leaf Gardens back in the day. Very good, of course. I saw Rush on the 30th anniversary tour at Budweiser Stage, one of the loudest shows I've ever seen. And I saw Rush in Toronto at the now Scotiabank Arena, ACC, for the 40th anniversary tour, which we didn't realize, but we kind of got a sense, and that was their last tour. So the ones I saw were big shows, important shows in the Rush path. So yeah, let's show some stuff here. So as I say, Rush is a really, they make amazing music, but really Rush's fame and who they really are is a live band. So this is an old record. As you can see, this was once in my brother Don's possession back in the day when we were young. I'd say Don was even a bigger Rush fan than me. I was more an AC/DC guy, Van Halen, but Don was into those too, but he was a big Rush fan, and now I've become a massive Rush fan as well over the years. This is an old record, used to be in my brother's possession, and we traded and did stuff like that. So look at that thing. It's amazing. This is an early live Rush album. Okay, very cool. This one here is probably, my favorite of the 2 live Rush, but they're both great. But this is Exit Stage Left, also an older record. Moving Pictures Tour is featured on this as well. It's really great. Those 2 I've had quite a long time. And I wanted to show some of mix in some of my pretty extensive collection of Blu-rays and DVDs that I have of Rush stuff. This is a really cool set. It's a collection of 3 Rush tours, which is really amazing set. Pretty extensive. You gotta dedicate some time to sit and watch this, but it's worth it. All right, so I want to sort of do a loose ranking, I guess you'd say. So now I'm breaking my own rule with Rush because they deserve it. And some of the records I'm going to show you, I've already showed in previous videos, but hey, it's Rush. Come on. All right, so I guess you'd say my number 7 record, Rush, A Farewell to Kings. Had this baby a long time, very cool record. Closer to the Heart, Xanadu, both on here. Here's a Rush collection, R30, that came out obviously to commemorate their 30th anniversary. It came with this, I got this cool additional double CD. It's live stuff, very cool. This is a very cool set that I have. I mean, their packaging and what Rush always puts out is very impressive. The artwork's really cool, great colors, and it's very high-end stuff. And they've got so many songs. At one point in a near future here, I'm going to do another video with my brother. We're going to, challenge is to pick our 15 favorite Rush songs each. So that's going to be cool, and they've got a lot to choose from. All right, my number 6 record, Rush Hemispheres. The Trees and La Villa Strangiato is on here. Whew, wow. And this, I wanted to show this picture, is a cool picture of the boys back in the day from that album. I still have that poster. Look at that. At some point it'll be mounted and put on a wall. Here's another DVD I've had a long time. Rush played in Rio, a huge show. Look at that, obviously. And another well done set. They really do nice sets. My number 5 ranked record, Permanent Waves. Picture of the guys there, very cool stuff. The Spirit of Radio, Free Will, Jacob's Ladder, what a great record. Here's a neat one that came out not that long ago, I guess. It's been a while now. And it's the movie that was done. Really well done. Great movie. Tells the story of Rush from the boys growing up in Willowdale, Ontario, and then meeting and adding Neil, who was from St. Catharines, and showing the history and the growth of the band. Really well done. This is in a cool tin case. My number 4 Rush record is Power Windows. Had it a long time. Loved it a long time. The Big Money, Mystic Rhythms, 2 classic standout songs on here. Here's another DVD set I have. All the sets that I have, well, not all, the movie's got a live thing, but it's also a documentary, but most of these sets are live, because Rush is such a live, so with each tour, as they got more deep into their careers and more mature, they would do these live sets. This is an impressive one. 3 different discs. And I collected them because of the artwork, and they have such a vast array of songs and discography that even though some of the live shows feature some staples, of course, they always threw different stuff out in the sets that you're just like, wow, they played that song, or etc. My number 3 Rush record is 2112. And it features one of my favorite songs on here. A Passage to Bangkok. Something for Nothing. Wow. Up behind me is a poster I sent away for on the Rush website, because I had seen classic albums live at Massey Hall. Did 2112 in its entirety, and that was a cool show. I won those tickets from Q107. All right, here's a cool Clockwork Angels tour set that I have. Beautiful. And this is the tour where they added a string ensemble on stage, and it's pretty impressive. Very impressive to watch and listen to. Number 2 Rush record for me, easy, Signals. I mean, I just love this record so much. Subdivisions, New World Man, Countdown. The whole record is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Here's a DVD set to commemorate the final tour, R40 Live. Great tour. This is the tour and shows where they went backwards. So they would start the show with all the bells and whistles on stage, and then as the show progressed, they went backwards, finishing with a simple stage setup where it was like in a high school where they first started. I mean, pretty cool concept. And in fact, this show, I dragged my buddy Colin, who wasn't a big giant Rush fan, and I finally got Colin to come to a Rush show with me, and he was blown away, of course. And also at this this show in Toronto, Kara was at the show with her daughter, and we didn't know each other then, and yeah, it was that's pretty funny and cool to know. My number 1 Rush album, and it's kind of probably number 1 to a lot of us, is Moving Pictures, because it's perfect. Witch Hunt, Vital Signs, YYZ, amazing stuff. Here's a DVD that they put out after they were pretty much finishing up, and it's called Time Stands Still. It's another kind of documentary feature about the band and about finishing up and at the end of the road. It's really well done. Here's a couple of other unique pieces I wanted to show off to you guys. This is a Rush album called Feedback, which I got on CD form, and it's pretty neat artwork, very cool. And what's unique about this is it's look at that. It's all stuff that they did, cover songs of bands that they first were playing back in the day, in their high school days, when they're cutting their chops and learning their stuff. So bands like from Cream and The Who, bands that they were into, and songs that they did as pros deep in their career, and it sounds killer. And this is a set that I've had for a very long time. It's a great double CD. It's called Chronicles. If you ever run across it and you say, I don't have much Rush stuff and I'm curious, this has got everything you want on there. A couple of other unique items I wanted to show you guys is about, I don't know, 4 years ago, I ordered this from the Rush website, and it's an impressive, beyond impressive book focusing on the artwork of the Rush albums. And the artwork on the Rush albums was all done by an artist named Hugh Syme, who's been with the band all along doing all of the artwork. This book has so much just beyond beautiful art pieces, and it shows his drawings, and it's really impressive. And I also received this cool gift a couple of Christmases ago from Kara and her girls, and it's the Big Book of Bass. Geddy Lee, after Rush was finished, did this book, and it's an extensive essay, I guess you would say, and focus on his instrument, which is his key instrument is bass guitar. Of course, Geddy can play a lot of instruments, keyboards, all sorts of stuff, but bass is his main instrument, and this is very detailed. What's really cool about this book is it's beautiful, it's really big, and what's cool is that there's a number of interviews throughout the book with very famous rock bass players, and it's really some great reeds in there. It's beautiful. Now I wanted to point out to you guys, you might notice I've got Max Webster up here behind me, and Rush and Max Webster were intertwined back in the day when they were touring together, and this particular album, Universal Juveniles, has a song that is one of my very favorite songs called Battle Scar, and it features the Max Webster group and Rush, the entire Rush group, doing this song, and it is a wicked song. And of course I got my Rush hat, okay, and I've got my Rush belt buckle. So yeah, I've collected some Rush stuff, and I just wanted to show it to you guys. I mean, big fan, still to this day. You know, I play Rush a lot, and you can't, they have such a massive discography of just amazing music. You can call them progressive rock if you want. Some people back in the day called them metal. To me, they're just, let's call them awesome. Rush are, what kind of music is Rush? Awesome. All right, thanks guys. Don't forget, subscribe for me, like. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video later in the week, probably. I'm thinking about doing a video where I pull out and show and pick out some cover tunes that bands have done, covering other songs. I think that's kind of fun. My brother mentioned that idea. I like it. So, all the best. Thanks for watching, and yeah, have a good week. Bye-bye.